Ignite Road.
2480 clear this out this morning.
We're eastbound on Larpenteur. Again, the northern border of the city of St. Paul, technically County Road A. So, County Road B is 1 mile north, and then each mile north is County Road C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. J is our northern border of our county. So we're going to roam around suburbs a little bit. Flip over its frequency. The east frequency is for Maplewood, White Bear, and North St. Paul. Amazingly quiet. We should have got a cheese dog back there at the holiday. That's the one thing. Aren't you a little hungry?
A little bit.
Is there anything going on over there that you see in that list of calls, or are we just dead?
Seems pretty much dead everywhere.
Probably should monitor that LTAC.
You know, we ought to,
Goes on.
that's a good idea. We ought to swing through that holiday up here in English.
228 unblock
A
052.
lot of stolens.
Yeah.
2172 clear assist.
Yeah, someday everyone will have that on. Every phone, every car will have that OnStar automatically. As the cost of delivering a cell phone service like that keeps dropping, and it is, you'll be able to call any car that's stolen and shut it down.
Yep. That'll make things a lot easier, a lot safer.
214 out at 053.
Turn the heat up, didn't you?
Mm.
It's not right over here. Turn the heat up.
I did not.
It's
touch it.
70. You just, you know. We are on County Road B, westbound on County Road B. So you know we're 1 mile north of the St. Paul border. Your daughter working tonight up there in White Bear, or don't you know?
I just sent her a message asking. I can't keep track of their schedule.
Yeah. You know why that is? Because you're a workaholic. And I know that every day you're analyzing all this crime. And I want you to know the people of Ramsey County appreciate it.
Thank you.
But, you know, the other workaholic we got down there is that Kyle Meestead.
563 checking status.
Oh yeah.
That guy is always working.
Go for it.
Very talented
Checking those working,
person.
Is that a Silverado? No, it's a Dodge, I think. Plate number suburb. Man-bake.
Man bake. I saw what
There's got to be a
What's
story
the
behind
name?
that.
We should stop and talk to him.
There's a Silverado. What's that plate?
What color is it supposed to be though?
I thought it was silver.
There's a phone call.
I did too, but isn't that fun? Your brain doesn't know for sure.
Right.
Take 5 minutes.
It looks like he either knows this or he's suspicious of us. What do you think?
One or another.
Cold in here, isn't it? What the heck was that? Is it a room or something?
I don't know. Should I go see if they have dogs?
Yeah, why don't you? I'm gonna keep an eye on this guy over here in the red truck. Why are you doing that?
If they don't, do you want a and cheese?
If you wouldn't mind.
Of course, you have 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
I'm going to go.
I got here before you get in there.
Hopefully, we're good.
I'm gonna run this plate while you're in there. Charlie Uniform Victor 319. Charlie Uniform Victor 319.
I'm on Ramsey East on the exit.
Okay.
I think we'll put this away.
Ramsey East, and you got your earplug in. You might be able to hear the phone too. A lot of traffic here. So I'm below and I'm.
Yeah.
Charlie Uniform Victor 319.
Hey, 196. Go ahead.
You can also support vacancy to St. Anthony for the assistance.
Hey, 196, I'll be 15 minutes.
Car didn't sound too good, did it?
Can you stand?
Looks like she's having a hard time turning that wheel. Like that power steering isn't cooperating with her, is it? That's what happens in the winter too. A lot of times. Ooh, she's not gonna make it yet. Ooh, Jesus. Thought that red truck was gonna take a whack. So when we leave here, we're going to roam out a little bit in the suburbs. It's been amazingly quiet, and I guess that's a good thing. We're going to work pretty late tonight, though. So, a little later than we normally do. Just because a lot of stolen's been roaming around after 2 o'clock out there. read a few comments while we're sitting here just to see if there's any answers to questions we can throw out there. So we could probably got another half hour on this stream, and then we'll fire up another one. Just, I guess a lot of people ask about my background. I went to Hamline University to, in theory, major in science and become a doctor. After 2 years of chemistry and biology and calculus, etc., I decided I wanted to have a job working with people instead of
220 traffic.
working with chemicals. Just sitting up in an analytical chem lab at Hamline University,
Virginia and Blair, Alpha Bravo Foxtrot 467.
waiting for chemicals to react. Just wasn't my personality. So I went to my advisor, Dr. John Harrigan, and he said, well, maybe you should be a lawyer, do a little pre-law program with a political science and government, work with people, social and constitutional law, etc., which I did. And when I graduated, I wasn't really ready to go to law school, so I happened to be out at the Burger King at University in Fry, and the young lady that I was with said, oh, there's a sign on the wall, Bob, police officers wanted. She drove me down to take the test with 1,818 people. I was the 1,819th. And lo and behold, a few months later, they offered me a job at the city of St. Paul. So, it all worked out great. I never really felt like I was working. With the possible exception of the 9 months I was in the St. Paul Police Communications Center, because the chief fired all the dispatchers and he made all the sergeants work as dispatchers. Toughest job I ever had, working as a dispatcher.
Oh, unreal.
So I appreciate what they do, just because I do. Did you?
I hope you like truck wagons.
Well,
They do not. That's all they had in the way of sandwiches for hot sandwiches.
Yeah, that's good.
Happens to be my favorite sandwich.
So some people were asking about how I got in police work, and that's how I got in. And I fell in love with the job, worked myself through the ranks at St. Paul, and eventually ran for sheriff. But now, while I'm eating quietly off microphone, you can tell them how you got into it.
Well, I'm one of those people who, from a very young age, in the second grade, we had to write what we wanted to be when we grew up. And I wanted to be a cop. Now, there were some little diversions in between. You know, I, of course, wanted to be an astronaut at one time, wanted to be a flyer at one time. And one of the coolest jobs...
Hold on a minute. How's it going? How's it going? I just gotta ask, since you've been here for 20 minutes and you haven't been inside, or what's your intentions?
I'm going to get tickets, but I'm taking a taxi real quick.
Thank you. Have a good night. What was that movie where they also used to say, what's your intentions? Maybe that was with my daughter. What's your intentions with my daughter? Yeah, go ahead.
So, one of the coolest jobs when I was a kid was I wanted to be the guy who rode on the old school garbage trucks. The guy who rode on the outside, holding on to the side of the truck and would hop out and empty the trash cans. I thought that was cool. But, no, I wanted to be a cop from a very young age, and I I think I'm one of the few people who can say they fulfilled their childhood dreams.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it was an incredible career. And to an extent, I guess it's not over yet.
No, definitely. I really wanted to be an astronaut, like you.
You're too tall.
I know. 6 foot was the limit. I would say for young people, we really enjoyed our careers, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's
Well, great friendships, interesting work, a sense of feeling that you accomplished something, that you did some good,
right.
Whether it's arresting people, helping people. I've told the story a few times probably here that one of my most satisfying moments was having a deaf person who mouthed the words "thank you" to me. There's just moments in this job that you remember that you feel like you made a difference.
Absolutely.
Now, having said that, it's a different environment today than when we worked. Not all of it, but just some of it is different. And we know from the backseaters that are with us that people appreciate us, but people are more likely to challenge police officers now than they used to.
Oh, absolutely.
And sometimes cops need to be challenged. That's not the issue. The other issue is just they're more likely to resist arrest.
Right.
I guess that's what we're saying.
It's how the officers are being challenged these days that is so different.
We always hope the pendulum will swing back, but you never know.
No, sure don't.
But that's part of the goal of this is so, and don't belittle if there's people out there criticizing the cops right now. Don't belittle them, because the goal of this program, this is educational programming, is to get people to see us in a real light, not just a media light. By the way, the media is judged by how many viewers they have, so they have to spice up the news once in a while too. And there's 2 times during the year, you guys can research this, and Pat can look at the comments. There's sweeps weeks. I think there's sweeps months. I think February and November are months that they're rated on.
I believe so.
But there's also specific weeks that there's really like a competition in the media to see who can get the most viewers, where they determine who is the most popular TV channel. So there's certain times during the year that you're going to see they hold their stories until November or February to kind of do well in the competition.
And we just kind of just do what we do, shift after shift. I've actually gotten quite a few texts in the texts that I read, where I started, there's actually some conversations back and forth that I have with people. And there are people who started watching, not really being very fond of cops in general, and really have a different perspective now, a more positive image.
You see those windows right up there?
Yep.
That's where my wife got the piece of dry toast.
That's the spot.
Dry toast. Chili's Triple Dipper, Chipotle, chicken fingers.
Now, what's a triple dipper?
You get 3 different types of appetizers: Chipotle, chicken fingers, Southwestern egg rolls, and I know there's a couple others you can choose from, but honestly, I only get the Chipotle chicken fingers.
You triple up on those.
Triple up on the 9 Chipotle chicken tenders dipped in that ranch avocado sauce that they serve. That is pleasurable. So we're at Wiper Avenue and Beam. Going northbound on White Bear. This is Maplewood Mall on our left here.
We've got about 20 minutes till we're going to have to reboot.
Yeah.
104, 2099 division.
Well, we hope you'll come back when we
Adam Charles Union 544, let me know what's clear. Anyway.
Division Street.
Yeah.
2500, clear at least C. We have at 14. 30 and 30, I'm en route to 26 location. Division 36.
There's a squad on traffic over there in Division, which is also called Century, which is also called Eva, which is also called 120.
Comment added, advise with 125.
Oh, excuse me.
26, that vehicle comes back clear to a gray Pontiac, Montana, 2004.
But, you know, if you don't
Sure, they.
have a lot to do tomorrow in preparation for your Super Bowl Sunday, come back with us, because we're going to hang out here for a while tonight.
So in a little under 20 minutes here, what will happen is we will log off, and it'll usually takes about 5 minutes for both the streams, Facebook and YouTube to download,
226.
and then we can reboot.
174, I got here, 113.
Ask the TC what you should do with somebody who was talking about committing suicide. He also heard a male in the background telling the cop not to call the police.
8. 226, that's your guard county.
I suppose technically somebody could be working this late, huh?
Could be.
So a guy walking around in there.
Yeah, 311, you're clear.
A little bit odd, though.
311, honey.
Alpha Hotel Bravo 619.
I was checking.
What's up, man? Checking on us. Appreciate it, guys.
How you doing?
Good, man. Getting a remote start put in my truck right now.
24-hour service or what?
Huh?
24 hours.
No, the guy that does all my stuff, he's an aviation tech. So he works up at St. Cloud Airport and comes down here and does it for $400 cheaper than I can get it anywhere else. So.
You don't need a remote start in Minnesota, do you?
Oh man, it's this last couple days. This morning, I wake up at 6 a.m. I'm in fucking boxers, put on some shorts. I run downstairs really quick. I'm like, yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys stopping by,
Yeah,
man.
well, it's unusual. You'll see a couple guys walking around.
Oh yeah, well, and then our truck, got stolen out of here too, and then them guys tried to give it back to us after I put the reward out, and I found out that
I remember that,
they're
yeah.
the ones that stole it.
Yeah.
And he keeps calling asking for a job, and I'm like, is there just something wrong with you guys? Like,
The answer to that is yes.
yeah, yep.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
All right, we'll go back.
Cool.
It's going to see you in a bit. Thank you.
318, copy, 150.
that chuck wagon.
Kind of gotcha.
Got me. I went to T-Mobile today to check out some new technology. Just to, you know, have a T-Mobile phone.
Right.
3926.
Apparently they're making, it's not a hotspot, but you know how you use
26 round checks.
for faster service, sometimes you like an Ethernet connection,
Right.
router.
Mm-hmm.
They apparently have a 5G Wi-Fi/router with an Ethernet connection. Oh, they also, T-Mobile also has television now. T-Mobile TV, did you know that?
No, I did not.
You can put it right in your house, just a box for television. I mean, everybody's doing everything nowadays in technology. So by the way, you are hearing every call that's put out, and in the 6 frequencies right now, and it is slow. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, it is.
We're driving around Maplewood Mall up here, and there really isn't much to show you here, but for those of you that are not from Minnesota, we got Maplewood Mall and Rosedale Mall are 2 of our primary malls here in Ramsey County.
Squad 127.
And of course,
Spoken to
just,
cop. She said the party's turned off the music. You can be clear.
then there are several other malls in the metro area.
You're welcome, 19.
Well, let's run back up here. We're going to sit in the...
Information for squads to check their mobiles for
Hey, one
squads
more.
in Ramsey County and
White
119.
Road, no plates.
What was that one?
Officer safety being sent to the laptops.
Copy traffic fail. Orient.
311 on scene.
So we're going to go to the Myth parking lot. The Myth has been home to several large venue concerts, rappers, etc. Probably will, once again, once COVID is over. Although it doesn't look like they really want me to drive that way. Just out these tires.
Seem to be grabbing pretty good.
So you younger people probably been at a few concerts here. There's a lot of snow out here.
Yeah, there is.
A lot of snow. Alright, we are going to log off. That's the location of the Myth. Probably should have stopped. And
You've got a Durango.
Durango, that will be back in a few minutes.
70
We'll end up running into something here in about a half hour. A bunch of the same